Hello, good afternoon to you and welcome to Vena Midday News. This news is coming to you live from Benab House, Atomic Junction, Medina. My name is Sherifatu Ayuba. Coming up in these headlines this afternoon. Dancehall artist Shatta Wale granted 10 million Ghana cedis bail as fans turned the premises of the Yoko into a fanfare zone. Also coming up, concerned nurses group condemns remarks by General Secretary of the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association on Health Minister. And in business, Bank of Ghana intensifies efforts to stabilize the financial sector and ensure steady flow of foreign exchange. This and many more stories coming up shortly. Thank you for staying with us. We're streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube at Bena TV. Now the news in details. The Concerned Nurses and Midwifery Association of Ghana has condemned recent remarks made by the General Secretary of the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association, Dr. David Tinkran Chum, against the Minister of Health. It follows an attack on a nurse at the Greater Accra Regional Hospital, allegedly by political activist Ralph the Fellow, Ghanaian.
When you come and you are okay, maybe you have some abrasions, your condition is not that serious, we try on you green. It means you are stable, you can wait a little while, you are not going to be abandoned. Some first aid could be given to you whilst we attend to those that have been tried yellow, orange, and red. And obviously, based on the agency, it's not about who came first. In fact, the emergency room is not just like, it's not like OPD, where in OPD is about first come, first base. No. The emergency room is premised on the concept of urgency and near mobility and mortality. So we look at those who are at higher risk, let me put it that way, okay, of death or imminent danger. So if you come in as a lay person and you think that they should have done A or B, then it means that you don't appreciate the concepts of the tragedy. And I think that we need to do a lot of education so that people will come to appreciate some of these things. But there is no way professional nurses and doctors can neglect a health worker. Let me tell you, there were other trauma patients, 2 other trauma patients. One of them had fracture base of skull. Okay, and his condition, the doctors will tell you, it's more critical as compared to whoever they brought. And that person had been seen. It's not as though he was abandoned. So this concept of arrogating to themselves certain powers and a certain I know it all behavior and dictating the pace to people that have been licensed to practice their trade, it's unacceptable and must be condemned by all well-meaning Ghanaians. Because you see, I cannot come to your studio and dictate you how your cameraman should point the camera at you when I have virtually no knowledge about how this is done.
The Economic and Organized Crime Office has granted bail to dancehall artist Charles Ni Ama, popularly known as Shatta Wale, under strict conditions. His media manager, Samuel Atoboiba, also known as Sammy Flex, confirmed in a video update that the artist's manager and legal team were working to meet the bail terms for his release by Thursday, August 21st, 2025.
According to Sammy Flex, before proceedings continue, Iyoko had set bail at 10 million Ghana cedis with 2 sureties, assuring fans that the dancehall king legal team and management were working around the clock to meet this requirement. Sammy Flex stressed that the matter is linked specifically to taxes on Shatta Wale's yellow Lamborghini and his business operations, dismissing other circulating claims.
Trust me, Shatta Wale and his lawyers are running it, and we are sure going to work this out as early as possible. Now, what is more important is the fact that indeed Shatta Wale has been detained at Iyoko, because we went there late to start with. We went there afternoon, and going through bail processes definitely will take time, and we know how the system is in Ghana. When you understand the system, some of these things you are not really surprised by them, because you know how it works. So now what Iyoko is demanding is that they still want to have him to investigate the car and the tax and all the issues around his company and all that. Therefore, before they can continue with the process, they want to give him bail, and a bail of 10 million Ghana cedis, with 2 sureties have been placed on the issue as a start.
The musician was taken into custody on Wednesday, 20th August 2025, as part of Iyoko's probe into his tax compliance. According to his team, Mr. Mensah voluntarily appeared at Iyoko's offices with his lawyer, Cephas Bio, to assist with investigations. Meanwhile, what was expected to be a peaceful protest turned into a fanfare as fans of Shatta Wale stormed the Iyoko premises to dance to some of his hit songs. Meanwhile, Shatta Wale, according to the statement by the Iyoko, has not been able to identify the person from whom he bought the Lamborghini Urus vehicle, except to say that he purchased it from the street and from someone possibly called Zach.
The Ghana Private Road Transport Union, the Ghana Road Transport Coordinating Council, and other transport unions have suspended their planned demonstration over the poor state of the Amasaman and Sawam Road. In a joint statement issued earlier today, the union said their decision followed the contractor's return to site,
according to Sammy Flex,
to resume a construction works on the stretch. The groups who had earlier threatened the strike if urgent action was not taken noted that they were encouraged by the government's intervention and renewed commitment to repairing the road. They condemned governments and relevant agencies for what they described as a timely response, adding that it shows a clear resolve to address challenges affecting both transport operators and commuters. The union further assured commuters and stakeholders of their continued cooperation with government to promote road safety, protect lives and properties, and support sustainable road infrastructure development nationwide. On, Inspector General of Police Christian Tete Yohuno has dismissed claims that the police officer who assaulted a journalist during the Ablekuma North rerun was merely transferred. According to the IGP, the officer has been interdicted pending investigation. Speaking at a meeting with executives of the Ghana Journalists Association in Accra, the IGP explained that the police service acted promptly to remove the officer from duty, while both internal and external investigative processes were initiated.
Members, to decide on action to take. So within the shortest possible time, we have to withdraw this policeman officer. And quickly, we also, what we did was that we have to interdict him. When you are interdicted, your uniform is taken away from you. You cannot go back to work. But there's rumor going on that we have just transferred the policeman from where he is to another police station, which is never true. It is not true. When you are no more holding a wear uniform, the only thing is that to look for your village and go and stay in the village and think about what you did wrong. So maybe when people saw this police officer in his hometown or village, they thought that he has been transferred to his hometown, or we have asked him to come and hide over there. It is not so. It's on interdiction, and when you are interdicted, we go through all the due process, using our service instructions, and then eternal disparities are.
And on this note, we go for a quick break. We'll be back with business and more.
The highly anticipated auditioning for the Ummah Show is here. Many talented Muslim youth coming from diverse backgrounds and from our Basi communities lined up to take a shot at the opportunity to make it to the final shortlist of the Ummah Show. Some came, gave it their best shot and conquered, while others tried their best but failed to make the mark.
And every single day, he has to watch this happen every single day. But he had no choice since he was a prophet, and Islam was built on sacrifice. So he has to watch his Sahaba die and martyred every single day.
But as we Muslims, we believe that our purpose in this life has a profound meaning and significance. وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ.
Oh, you can. Oh, you are capable. Growing up, I had the initiative to help the poor, to put smile on faces, to empower and educate the youth, most especially the Zongo youth.
So, the verses that you recited is which verses and from which surah? The verse number.
I forgot to.
With me here is one of the judges for the Ummah Show. Say Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
Looking at the performance of the participants, do you think, is it promising?
It's really promising. It's really promising, especially when you have young ones exhibiting, such skill in various fields.
The auditioning in search for the finest talent was nothing short of excitement, with contestants proving their strength and endurance and talent. Remember, the journey continues. Who gets to wear the crown in the maiden edition of the Ummah Show? Keep watching Baina TV.
Welcome back. You're still watching Baina Midday News on Baina TV. Before some business story, 8 suspects arrested in connection with the Ablekuma North election rerun are expected to be arraigned before court from today. Inspector General of Police Christian Tete Yohuno confirmed the arrests and assured the justice that justice will be delivered to the victims of the disturbances.
Action still on the Ablekuma North. There were these assault issues that were mentioned, and then the Accra Regional Commander, as at yesterday, had got 8 suspects. 8 suspects have been arrested. Yesterday, they are being processed, and from the advice I had from the Regional Commander, means that tomorrow they will put them before court. Later, either tomorrow or Friday, one of these days, all these suspects will be put before court. So we are making progress. And then we make sure that whatever happens, justice will be done to those people who, in one way or the other, did not do their work in a professional manner.
And now in business, the Bank of Ghana is intensifying efforts to stabilize the financial sector and ensure a steady flow of foreign exchange for businesses. Sources disclose that the central bank say commercial banks have been instructed to suspend over-the-counter forex withdrawals as part of measures to ease supply pressures. There is more in the following report.
This move follows a high-level meeting between Governor Johnson Asiama and the Importers and Exporters Association of Ghana amid growing complaints of forex shortages at commercial banks, shortages that have pushed many traders to the black market at high rates. During discussions, the association raised concerns about bank charges on forex transactions and called for a review of the $10,000 withdrawal limit, which it says is a major hurdle for legitimate importers. In response, the Bank of Ghana said a committee is reviewing the Foreign Exchange Act and related policies to address challenges in the forex market. The association commended the central bank for stabilizing the cedi and improving Ghana's macroeconomic outlook while urging further interventions to ease pressure on businesses.
And in sports, 6-time NBA champion Michael Jordan, famously of the Chicago Bulls and former owner of Charlotte Hornets, tops the list of celebrity fortunes with a fortune of $3.5 billion. Most of his wealth comes from royalties from his partnership with Nike, while his sale of the majority stake in the Hornets in 2023, valued at $3 billion, added significantly to his fortune.
Los Angeles Lakers legend Magic Johnson, widely regarded as one of the greatest point guards in NBA history, has also turned his on-court fame into a fortune of $1.5 billion. Johnson earned his wealth through investment in businesses such as the Starbucks franchise and other ventures. Golf superstar Tiger Woods follows closely with a fortune of $1.4 billion, largely built on endorsement deals, including a long-standing partnership with Nike, alongside his earnings from dominating the golf course. Current NBA star LeBron James, formerly of the Cleveland Cavaliers and Miami Heat, and now with the Los Angeles Lakers, boasts a net worth of $1.3 billion. James has made over $900 million from endorsement deals and investments in ventures such as the Fenway Sports Group, which owns sports clubs including Liverpool FC and Major League Baseball's Boston Red Sox.
And this is how we bring the bulletin to an end. Our website, BeinaMultimedia.com, has more news. My name is Sherifatu Ayuba. Have a good afternoon.